One of the few batters, 4 batters for Sudur Paschim Royals to register the 50 in this tournament. 90 against the Lumbini Lions, but the strike rate very impressive as an opening batter, 130. Very dangerous left-handed batter, and the senior pro, 34-year-old Binod Bhandari, fresh from a 50 in that last game. How well has he got into the groove for the Sudur Paschim Royals? A couple of 30s, a best of 58 against the Janakpur Bulls in qualifier 1. Walked away with the player of the match, and this is a very strong, formidable opening pair for the Royals.
And that's what makes them so lethal, the Royals. The consistency up at the top. For the Bulls, it's going to be Harsh Thakur to start things off, a best of 5 for 23. He's picked up 11 wickets. He's been impressive. The young'un from Canada. I'm sure the nerves are coming into play. It's a big game. The crowd's roaring. Here we go. It's time for the action to start.
Play is the call. And here we are for the ultimate showdown. Yeah, immediate runs here. Full ball. Off the mark is Zeb. And so are the Royals as well. With a single down to long off. Wow. This is really incredible atmosphere we're witnessing at the TU Stadium.
Incredible atmosphere. You said it was infectious, and yes, it absolutely is, but it also brings a bit of nerves into the players. A lot of eyes on them. And something tells me the team that holds their nerves the best is going to come out on top of this today.
Indeed, deep square leg and a long gone. 2 fielders in the deep for the off spinner. Yeah, he means business. He goes over the infield, clears it as well. Will get a couple of runs. And look at the chants and cheers in the stadium as well. It's a boisterous crowd, and the boys in yellow have incredible support here.
Well, intentions made very clear. And we talk about intent. There it is. A bit tossed up. And he's throwing his bat at it, Binod Bhandari. He didn't have the most control on it, but he's off the mark. And it's signs of things to come.
No protection in the deep on the offside. This time goes with a big heave, and he'll go the distance as well. In only the 3rd delivery of the innings, the Royals get a maximum. That's a Siddharth Bank 6, and Binod Bhandari is making intentions very clear.
Just a bit too full this time from Harsh Thakur. It allows Binod Bhandari to get down on that one knee. And that's the first, pick the gap perfectly.
This one straighter. And protection in the deep there, long gone, has been kept busy for a while. But that's a very good approach and great execution as well of plans over here by the Royals. Winning the toss, batting first, the message is clear, Monali.
Yeah, and I like what I just communication between the 2 batters. They want to make sure that they still hold it together. It's 10 runs off the first 4 deliveries.
Wonderful running, good calling, and I reckon the discussion was about that. We've got the runs on the board, Zeb. I'm going after the off spinner. You just play it around.
And communication key. We've seen so many runouts throughout the NPL. You want to make sure you communicate with your batting partner out in the middle. But it clearly seems that Binod Bhandari is going to be the aggressor here.
This one's right out of the screws and into the side screen as well. What a start by the Royals, and Binod Bhandari is breathing fire with the bat. They accumulate 17 in the first over. But Harsh Thakur going for runs as Nisham has been drafted. Well, he's been their go-to man for Asif Sheikh, beg your pardon. Driven. He's looking good, and he's happy getting to the other end.
It's a good length to start from Jimmy Nisham, though. Can't really commit on that back foot, not too short. But our on-field umpires, it's Bismillah Jan Shinwari, the man from Afghanistan. Alongside Rashid Riaz. Currently going to square leg.
Yeah, he'll have to do a bit of running. And there is Mr. Buddhi Pradhan. Yes, we saw the wave. Very good afternoon to you, Mr. Pradhan. Yeah, umpiring has been spot on cue in this tournament. Meanwhile, it's going to be Bhandari facing up to Neesham. He's miscued this one. And it falls safe as well. He's taking his chances here, Binod Bhandari, but he's been sent out with the plan.
When sometimes you have to take those risks. They have a very solid batting lineup, the Royals. They want to maximize these power plays. We did mention it's going to be a high-scoring affair. The track is made for batting today. This one tried to go down the ground and he absolutely hammered it. It went all the way for the first few runs, as this is going to be more runs. 5 wides. They want to start better than this, the Bolts with the ball.
And the pressure will be felt for the fielding side. Drifting down leg. Not much could Milanta do behind the stumps. 5 wides. And in 8 deliveries, the Royals have already moved, or should I say raced, to 24. The Royals are unbeaten in their last 4 games. Beautifully driven. Work to do for the field and the deep. They're pushing for the second. And Zeb will get back as well. He's playing along the carpet and he's looking very elegant at the moment.
It's a good stroke. Jimmy Neesham bowling a hard length, but he waited on it. And it's a positive start. 26 already in just 1.3 overs. Dipendra Singh Airi, the skipper, he's going to be happy with the start. You could just see those wheels churning away in that brain, constantly analysing.
Good single, good run, good calling, good response. And this is what you need with the boundaries, turn the strike around. Now they've beaten the Janakpur Bowls, as you mentioned, Monali, twice in their last 4 games.
Josh Tromp, cutie pie, would you like to go on a date with me? Well, I think Josh Tromp might have a date if he wants.
All I can ask him is, how's the Josh? And he'll say, hi, sir. Soft hands, sensible cricket.
The history doesn't favour the Bolts at the moment, but they want to try and change that today. 3rd time lucky is what they're saying. Anil Shah on screen with his broken arm, unfortunately out of the side. Poor timing with that broken arm, especially considering they're in the finals and they could have used that bat of his.
Yeah, you've got to have the method in the madness over here. It's the big final. Here again, 3rd up in the circle this time. Will not be allowed a single. It's been a very good passage of play so far for the Royals. Batting first, they are 28 after 2. Time too close to cut, needs to be careful. We saw what Thakur did with Shikhar Dhawan a couple of matches ago in the league stages. The one that came in with the arm. That was almost through him. Wonderful bowling here.
It's an excellent start to Harsh Thakur's over. He's gone for 17. That first over, very expensive, but he's bowling to Zabe this time. Good revs.
And it's a change of ends for Thakur, and now he's bowling to the longer side of the boundary as well, to the right-handed batter. Maybe that would have also prompted the captain to bring him from the far end, and that's a good move. And the large part of his second over has been to the left-handed batter, helping him gain confidence as well. This is nicely bowled. Yeah, just a bit of frustration creeping in here for Zeb.
Just outside the line this time. Going at a bit of a slow strike rate, 9 off 14, and you sense that something's got to give this delivery. Surely it can't be a maiden.
Brilliant comeback by Thakur. He bowls a maiden and keep things quiet just when things are running away from their... About a special outing in NPL Season 1. Mr. Lokesh Sharma there, sipping on some water, MD of TCM. Wonderful to have you as well, sir. A very good afternoon. Wow, heavy weights and great work by TCM. I'll tell you what, they put across a carnival, a festival of the Himalayas, and we've seen some amazing work done by the TCM team all through.
Well, the dots are continuing to pile on here. This is the 7th dot in a row now, and it's been 19 deliveries since the last boundary. The bolts are just starting to pull this back.
Yeah, you don't want to offer too much room. You don't want the bowl too full, because both these batters are already in top gear walking into bat.
And that's exactly what Lalit Rajbanshi is doing, allowing for no room. That one came in sharply to the right-hander.
Yeah, just go in with the arm. Bowl it flatter, bowl it quicker. Now you can see we've seen 9 dot deliveries.
Surely you just sense a release shot coming here, and he'll either find the boundary or he'll find the hands of a fielder.
Yeah, time since the last boundary, 22 deliveries. We've seen 10 dot deliveries in a row between Thakur and Lalit Rajbanshi. What a comeback here by the bowls. This looks an even contest. Wow.
Momentum's a funny thing, isn't it? When it's going your way, you find those runs very easily, and then all of a sudden you have one quiet over and that momentum's lost. The last delivery, we've not seen a run come in all of the last over, and then now 5 deliveries in this one.
Wow, we've seen 2 maidens in a row. It was 28 after 2, it's 32.
Much more like it. After 12 balls with not a single run, suddenly the Royals get going again. Flying start, 28 off 2. All of a sudden it was 32 off 5 as I welcome HD Ackerman.
Gee, they played those last 2 overs poorly. This is better. Long batting lineup. Got to take some risks inside this power play.
Just enough. Over the offside, Mahatso was right on the edge of the circle, but Zaid hits with the spin this time and makes it back-to-back boundaries.
Lovely shot, wasn't it? Little use of the feet, not quite at the pitch, but doesn't force it, just times it.
This won't be a boundary, but will be at least a single, won't be a couple. I haven't even had time to catch my breath yet. HD, how are you? Very good afternoon to you.
Afternoon, Lenny, and afternoon to all those who have tuned in to the broadcast. It's been quite amazing. Got off to an absolute flyer and then 2 poor overs with the bat. Granted, well bowled by Harsh Thakur and in particular Rajbanshi, but I thought that 2 Royals openers, they got caught up looking in one particular area, and when it wasn't there, then they couldn't score.
Yeah, so much of a day like today comes down to who holds their nerve, who plays the rather unbelievable atmosphere better, who handles the pressure. I'll get a couple here. Good running. You know how many times I've been here, HD, but I can't really, well, certainly for any domestic cricket, remember anything like this. The number of requests for passes, for tickets, the appetite for people to try and get here and experience it with their families, with their kids. Quite remarkable. As that'll be 4 more, the 3rd of the over. Thakur maybe being asked to bowl 1 too many in the power play.
This is clever. This is very clever by Binod Bandari. Understands where the field is. There's a man at square leg, just in front of square. And he knows if he can beat that man at short fine leg, he'll have 4.
And this time goes finer because the man has come square. Doesn't quite get it as to how he would like, so only gets a single. Ends the power play. It belongs to the Royals. The score is 48 for none. Fine start, then some diminishing returns. 2 maiden overs, no mistake in our graphics there. Overs 4 and 5, 12 consecutive dots. And then a return to good runs. As umpire Rashid Riaz says, that's the end of the first power play, so into the rest of the innings now. 5 fielders allowed outside the circle, and immediately Asif Sheikh, the standing captain, will take all 5 of them, and he'll turn to Kishore Mahato, who's had a really good start to the tournament, 11 wickets in total. Has just proved a little expensive in the last couple of games. Won't get the second this time. Same score, believe it or not, HD. I know they were chasing in that qualifier 1, but exactly 48 for none in the power play, the Royals.
Maybe that's what they were doing in overs 4 and 5. They decided, well, we want to be in a similar position to what we were in the qualifier because we won. Just talking about those the spectators, the fans. There's some landlords with buildings outside of this ground that could make some serious money in renting out space.
Unbelievable, truly unbelievable. Wouldn't be surprised if a few of those advertising hoardings were kind of brought down. 50's up. It's a trademark of any big occasion. I mentioned March 16th of this year. I mentioned May 1st and May 2nd, not just the first day, but then the reserve day after the rain. They will be anywhere, any vantage point will do. That is outside the ground.
I can't help giggle at that. That's unbelievable.
Good news is they're not up in the trees there. They're on stable ground. It's the way the hills carve into the Tribhuvan University campus. It was really, I can only describe it as ludicrous the last 48 hours, H. Not many people have my number here in Nepal, and I was still getting spammed. Anyone who has a local number, I can only imagine what it was like for Paras Khadka. Requests for tickets, for passes. Gets it a good way in front to square and will get 4. Don't think it's gone all the way. I think it's one bounce. It's a stylish pull stroke from a very stylish cricketer, Saif Zaid.
Just going to have a little look-see here to see if it's gone all the way. Now, I think that Saif Zaid for me has been one of the surprise packages. That's going to be 4. In that he's been really good with him with the ball, played a beautiful innings of 90 earlier on in the competition. Not one of the names that you see around the world in the various franchise leagues, but I think this might put him up in headlights.
It's a good decision for me. He stepped inside the line of the ball. That would have clattered into his shoulder if not. Have to give the bowlers some leeway.
A little bit surprised where Kishore finds himself bowling. Mahato, in that he's been really good with the new ball. Again, let me refer to the early stages of the tournament when the bolts were quite exceptional.
Goes to the block hole. Good diving stop from Mohamed Mohsin. He'll have a big role to play.